You fix my hair, dog.
Cross us off your big long list and put a big thank you, Group D.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Game Changers. So in the last episode you saw that we cleaned the garage, and as you can see Ryan is back and he created a massive mess. Essentially what has happened. So a lot has gone off in the last 48 hours, mostly on my car. So we laid out all of said parts, and there was obviously more than this, but me and Ryan have started to put parts on. So it's kind of any of the easier parts we've bolted on straight away. For example, the passenger footwell. So yeah, we've made a start on the back of the car. We've put all the fancy, I will say, powder coating, all the subframe up, the bash bars. Ryan is mocking up where to put all the fuel filters. We have all the suspension arms. So in the future we'll be upgrading this. We should be developing something hopefully with the guys at Destroy or Die. But until then, we're just gonna see how the standard ones are, just to at least get it rolling and pass its first test. On the front, we have the jet speed intercooler and the gas roots oil cooler mounted, ready to get the engine in and everything to be plumbed in for Ryan to make all the attachments to go through and all that kind of stuff I don't really fully understand. So over here, Ryan you welded the diff now, haven't you? So yeah, he's welded the diff ready for that to go in, and essentially that would be almost the back of the car actually put together. So it's actually fairly amazing how fast the car actually goes together when you've got all the bits, everything's cleaned and done and everything like that. So hopefully in this episode, Wayne should be here, so it'd be, well, mostly Ryan and Wayne and I'd be giving a hand here and there, but most of this stuff should be in the car, fingers crossed. I think tomorrow I've got to make a trip somewhere. We're not fully sure yet. We're trying to get everything else in order of where to go first and everything like that. But yeah, finally there's big progress being made on the cars. There hasn't been for a long time. It's been slow for you guys. There's been boring parts, it's been boring for us, but at least we're kind of on the, well, we have to be on the finishing stage. There is
16th of April?
How do you know? How many days is that?
Because that was the day I was told I had to stay on work. The 16th of April, which is the finish line.
So essentially we're moving Ryan into that box. That's going to be his house, and that's where you're going to live.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, let's cut to it, and hopefully we get some progress made. Am I in focus? Hopefully. Okay, so approximately 5 minutes into doing that time lapse, stuff kind of went wrong. So the rear of the car, we have an RX-8 diff and RX-8 shafts, and we've just learned that they don't fit into a MX5 hub.
Well, duh.
So we're stuck now. We can't get the diff properly in or the rear end because we need RX-8 hubs. So that is the first thing that we need. Oh, Wayne!
You fix my hair, dog.
So you couldn't fix this hair if you tried.
So, we are listening. Could you make a louder noise if you tried? So, on the plan, we have powder coating. So we need to powder coat the subframe so we can get the engine in, to get all the plumbing into the engine and fuel lines and intercooler pipes and everything like that. So we need to get that done as soon as possible. So that is going off tomorrow. Stainless. Ryan's ordering the stainless. We need stainless to make all the pipes and the exhaust. We don't really have much that we can do right now because the rear end's gone tits up and we don't have the subframe for the engine to go in. So essentially a lot of the parts are still the Group D. They've all come in, but it's a 2-hour journey away. I think I'm gonna have to bite that bullet now, and I'm gonna have to go up there. Seeing as tomorrow there'd be nothing to really do because we've got the extinguishers, the cylinders, reservoirs and all stuff like that which can be done tomorrow. So realistically, we're running out of time and we need to get this done as soon as possible. The two big questions at the moment is the body kit and the steering angle kit. So they're both being custom made parts. They're pretty much at the end of the production line now, and they're both in the UK. So we just need to figure out how is the fastest way to get them over. Like, it's not too bad. Say the body kit, there's a few brackets that need to be made for the headlights, and the steering angle kit kind of just needs to be fitted to the car and everything like that. So they're not massive things. Apart from that, everything else is essentially in for the car. There's, from what we can tell, there's nothing more. We've got the list, and yeah, there's nothing more for that. We tried to plan it ahead as much as possible. We tried to make sure everything was right, but it seems like all plans will on the drift car do not go to plan. So I guess the best thing that I can do, I'm not very useful in this stage. I'm a pair of hands at the end of the day, so I need to go to Group D now so that Ryan and Wayne can plow on fitting stuff to the cars and everything like that. So, as annoying as it is going to Group D now, it's just what has to be done. Late night trip, road trip. So, 3 hours, 3 long hours later, we are at Group D, where Darren is, and we have, I'll be lying if I know what this is. Is it an R31? No, it's a Sora. I've never actually seen one of these before. Darren, so these are the things?
It's the last time we see you, hopefully.
Is this honestly the last time?
Honestly, look, I'll just do free delivery, because I'm sick of you. We lose so much time when you're here too, talking
It's bad for business for both of us. So we have fire extinguishers. Did we go for the electrics?
You specified electric and black.
We did go. We went fancy with those. That's got my box. That's got my name on it. What's this? Is that the clutch?
Yeah.
And then we have, what else?
Just bits and bobs. You have,
What's that line for?
that's for the reservoirs for the cylinders.
Okay.
So in 4.
These are for our clutch pedals.
Yes, Dave needs the twin pump manifold kit, so 2-to-1 with the fuel pumps. They are your fuel cylinder units for your dash level out of our fuel tank. There's a cylinder there for Dave that he's missing, so Girling cylinder and a
box of card.
well done snap-off boss that he wanted.
Oh, he went with the weld-on one.
That's what he wanted.
Well, he needs to figure out how to get that on now.
Well, that's what he's getting. That is it. So not much, but the last of everything that you need to finish it from us anyway.
And
so
then
you can cross us off your big long list and put a big thank you, Group D.
I was going to say, he's not done yet because he's going to be down testing the cars.
Yeah, we will. We'll do some development work with you guys.
Because we don't know very much.
So that's everything, nice and simple.
Can you help me take it to the car?
I will help you. Yeah.
Thank you for everything, Darren.
Big Josh, good to see you again, my buddy. We'll speak to you.
Good to see you.
Fucking horrific.
Goodbye. Okay, so I'm making a quick pit stop at the office before I drop the stuff off that I picked up from Group D last night. I got back very late and it's still early. I'm very tired. But anyways, we still have a few things to do today, so whilst the guys are fitting the stuff from Group D, I am going to be taking off the subframes and stuff to Polyus. And we did say that last time was the last time we began to Polyus. So I think it's only polite to bring a few gifts. So yeah, so we're gonna bring him down a few gifts just to apologise more than anything for, first of all, lying, and second of all, bringing him more things. So what do we have? I'll say the same as this, to be fair. Hopefully he likes red. And we're not giving him just a sticker. So because Paulius comes to all of our days, I think it's only right we give him an IOU for one of our drift days as a extra thank you for helping us out with the build. IOU a Drift Games Drive Day. Hopefully this softens the blow. In case you haven't already, check out the Drift Games shop for all of our latest merchandise. We got hoodies, t-shirts, stickers, keychains, hooligan stuff, gas monkey stuff. I can't go almost driving. Yeah, just check it out. There you go. You know a bit of work now, Wayne. So, anyways, I thought that was the big news of the day, but there's bigger news, and it is right in front of me, which is the long-lost HGK order has finally arrived. Oh, you've even have you made a little peephole? Was it? Oh, look at that! So as much as we all want to open this HGK big parcel today, I have to carry on with my mission today, which is going down to get sandblasted and powder coat. So we load this in the car because, as always, I'm running a little bit late. Don't worry guys, I know we teased you with the HGK parts, but we will be opening that box at the end of the episode, just to keep you on your toes, or you're just going to skip to that, but I don't know, there's a bit happening in between there. So yeah, don't worry, we'll be opening it and seeing what is actually inside of the box. So we are back down here, FMK vapor blasting, and right now the subframe and the crossmember, whatever the hell it's called, is somewhere behind those curtains that are getting vapor blasted at the moment. Big thank you to those guys for last minute and doing it whilst we're actually here, which is helping us out massively with time frames. Whilst we wait, there is no idea. I'm not even going to try and see what that is. This looks like some sort of van. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that'll be done in the next 5 minutes, and then we'll be off to TH Components to get the stuff actually powder coated. Hopefully home today or tomorrow. He's ambitious thinking he's going to do it today, but I don't know, God loves a try. So process 1 of 2 of today. So Paulius, we're back again.
Very good, yeah.
But there's good news to this. So we're putting Paulius on the spot, I would say. By
Yeah, and he wants to do it now.
everything has to be done now. But do you want to know the good news?
What's the good news?
We have a gift for you.
Oh, very nice. Thank you very much. I don't have enough hands to hold that.
You know what?
So you hold that for me now. Hey, thank you very
also
much.
a sticker.
Nice.
Well, look on the back of the sticker. That is an IOU.
Woohoo!
Might want to hang on to that one.
Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for that. Much appreciated.
Does that make you feel a bit better now?
Oh, I am doing that. I'll do it now. Okay, I'll do it now. Yeah, no problem at all.
I would say the shelves are literally looking more stacked every single time I come. Okay, so we just leave these here.
And I'm just gonna doing the wheels now, and after the wheels, I'll do these straight away for you.
Okay, so yeah, so these will be done today, but I can't stick around, so I'm going to be going back to the shed, and hopefully tomorrow morning.
Yeah, tomorrow morning they'll be ready to go.
Thanks again.
No problem at all.
Right. See ya.
Bye bye. See ya.
So back in the shed where hopefully a lot has gone on.
We've done lots of things.
What have you done? Talk me through them.
All the boltable bits are in.
Handbrake, steering column, pedals, which I will say skillfully painted black, and they look pure sweat.
You actually had to pay for it.
Why?
Because
You only
did a
have
terrible
one.
job.
Call BS on that. Okay, so you've made a bit of progress today. And I haven't even acknowleded what's the story at the back of your hair.
You know, Jimmy, had to be done, you know.
I'm not sure what you attempted there.
Do you know, I was like, I'm sick of getting the same haircut all the time, and I was like, it's lockdown.
You've definitely gone with something.
Nobody's gonna really see you, so I was like, should go on, I get a mullet.
Actually a mullet. Right, so what do you think is inside of here then?
I don't know, but it looks fragile. Apparently Dwayne means either customs or warning. But imagine like
Carbon.
working in the customs check and just being like, I wonder what's in this massive box. Cutting a little hole and go. Like you can't see what that is. And they didn't open it. So I was like, is that how they check customs? Like, yeah. 1,000 euro.
And that is how we think customs is sorted out. So as I have your attention, just before we open up all the carbon bits from HGK, I just want to give a quick shout out to Mobil One Oil. Mobil One has been supporting us for many years now, and that's all we run on the cars. In our race cars, we run 1060. My old drift car runs that, and it's a stock engine with 300 horsepower, and it's not blowing up. And I would say Mobil One is a big reason for that. So if it's good enough for Formula One cars, it's most certainly good enough for us. So check out the link below, and you find out their full range. So yeah, now for the big box of carbon. You've already pre-cut this.
Yeah. Is it open time?
Should we open? Whoa! Well, that's what we thought it was, which is the HGK full carbon kit for the Corvette.
The carbon fiber.
The carbon fiber. Right, shall we get all this out?
Come on. Why your face in high def? Come on. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I don't mean to be rude. Yeah. I'm just a little different from.
Okay, so it looks like everything's here at least. This looks a little bit rubbish. Should we unwrap them?
Yeah.
So we're literally doing this pointlessly just to see from our own eagerness.
Yeah. You think you're how I look, I'm up on the moon. Yeah. Got fresh to death and it came out of the tomb. That's cause I got a different type of gratitude. Don't be sour, got my power from the Beatitudes. And we did it the long way, check out the latitude. I'm unapologetically fly, I don't wonder why, that's just my attitude. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
One of the main bits was the firewall. That was a big question because obviously you built a great cage, but
It's a great cage.
great cage.
But it goes through that.
There's no way of getting this behind without cutting it off with the bars or anything like that.
We're gonna have to cut like a piece out. We'll cut this nice and straight. And when we get the cage through it, we'll cut a hole, like a small little hole in this.
So
Do you know what I mean? And then fit it, like, so you cut like a U in it, and then you cut the opposite side. So you slot this in,
Yeah.
and the cage gets caught in the middle.
Beautiful.
And a big schlapper sealer.
Well, Wayne.
What did you do?
Well, we ended up unpacking it.
Terrible looking dog.
He's a tough man to impress. Okay, Ryan, I've just added up the total.
Okay.
What do you think the total is? All of this.
5.5, 6.
€6,765. That is an incredibly expensive body kit.
Never chasing this car.
And the biggest question is, unfortunately the Corvette isn't in the shed at the moment, but these doors, that bit in the middle is the biggest question that you've been trying to see.
This is the way back in December.
So backstory, Ryan got the diagram for the cage. He never had the doors, so he had to kind of guesstimate off the measurements based on the diagram to see if his door bars will fit here. So the cage is in, the doors are...
The cage is very much in. The big thing would be when we close the door, does it close or does it bounce back off the cage?
I would say there's going to be celebrations or tears when that day comes about.
I think it'll fit. Actually, just by looking at it.
Okay, so he's confident, so it'll be absolutely fine, which is going to be even more devastating. It's going to be even more devastating if it doesn't.
Eat those words now. I may eat them.
Okay, so we're going to move on from the Corvette carbon excitement and move back onto the MX5, and hopefully by the end of this episode all the interior bits will be in, the seat will be in, the dash is already in. So we'll finish off the episode with, I would say,
I'd say about 30%.
I was going to say 20%, so that's actually not too bad. This is probably the easier 30%.
The simple 30%. The simple.
Well, you start easy and finish off hard. That sounded wrong.
You know what they say? Flirty and 30. I don't know why I said that.
Here at Drift Games, we absolutely love online drifting. But more importantly, for you guys watching at home, we want to get you in the game as well. So we've partnered up with digitalmotorsports.com, Ireland's first online sim store, who are experts in everything when it comes to online drifting. And they're going to give you guys a full free sim rig at the end of this series. Now I know you want to know, how do you win? But it's quite simple. Every single episode of Games Changers, we're going to release a letter. It looks a bit like this. And that letter will form a sentence. And at the end of the series, the first person who can put that full sentence together correctly wins a full simulator. Now that's not bad going.
You only get a one-time go at this, because once it goes on, to take it back off, you're more or less going to take the paint off.
So you better get it right.
Better. No pressure.
No pressure.
Pressure's for tires. Thank you, Perry. Calculations are correct, which they never are.
Maybe.
It has to be the perfect diameter.
Oh wow.
Gap.
Wow.
All the way, see? So it's like the exact, see the way the weld is so wide? It has to be like the weld width away.
Why?
I'll never sleep. Look at that, lovely. You open your door and you get it. You know when you get one of those like door shots, somebody's like, "Who did that carbon fiber?" It's class.
Is that what's gonna happen? So yeah, so the car is looking like a car. Thanking you. As far as the biggest makeshift seating position, I would say, of 3 different pedals, a custom mounted column in a different probably angle. It's not the worst. We didn't know any of the heights for the Samsonus or the handbrake or anything like that, but it's kind of all kind of fine.
Coming together.
And then even, there's nothing worse than hitting your funny bone off that.
Some very well trimmed carbon fiber.
So we're gonna wrap up this video. This is kind of the first video back on the proper Games Changers episodes with the cars and everything like that, and as I say, it's the first good bit of progress that's actually came on the cars. I mean, the whole interior is in. We have the fire system, we have the fuel tank in there, we have a load of the front on. I mean, next the engine's going to be going in, we're going to be plumbing. I mean, by the end of the week, early next week, it's going to kind of be pretty much a car ready to go to wiring. So we're somewhat going a different direction with the episodes because it's so hectic. We're trying to up the Games Changers to 2 episodes a week. So the episodes are going to be kind of, as it's going more, it's going to be more up to date. We're not going to be going further forwards in the future. So let us know anything that you want us to kind of cover more of, anything that you want us to see, or more specifics on the engine or anything. And you guys can dictate the episodes kind of for now. Well, not fully dictate, because all you're going to be telling is Ryan to do butterfly. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and next time more of the car will be built. And also, the box is going to be opened, so we're excited about that. So yeah, exciting episode on the next episode of Game Changers. Games Changers. I keep on getting that wrong. Games Changers. Whatever.